Yo,
We
peace, peace, peace.
live. What up?
All right, wait, nah. We gotta
I
do
love
we
when I
doing
see
the
that
thing. Go
live
ahead,
button,
TJ. TJ, do your thing,
All
Oh,
right,
bro.
hit
yes.
the gong.
Chakras.
Hit the gong. Hit
Open
the
up our
gong.
chakras,
I'm
bro.
going to
Open
explain
my.
the
My
gong
chakra.
first, guys. Let
Hit
me
us
Go
with
ahead.
the
explain the
gong
gong
Oh
to
yeah.
you
gong.
guys.
Come on,
Oh
get that
yeah.
shit.
To the
Bing
people.
bong. Let's go.
TJ, tell us what power or what chakra we using today.
All right. Today we're focusing on the sacral chakra. It's known as the orange color. This chakra governs your emotions, your creativity, your sensitivity, sexuality, intimacy, emotional well-being, and self-expression. It's located 2 inches below your belly button. So if you're feeling any issues in any of those areas, I want you to close your eyes. And as I ring this, we're just going to imagine that chakra slowly opening so that you're free and open to express yourself through this chakra.
That was good. That was good. Yo, anybody else
So,
count the inches down from their belly button and shit? Cause I was like,
I did
2
want to
inches.
ask, is that like a unisex kind of gong?
Nigga,
yeah, it's unisex. Everyone has 7 chakras. Yeah, they're all aligned
2 inches
throughout
is
your
right
body.
here by my belt line. It's my belt
Yeah,
line.
sacral
yeah, I had to
chakra.
look down too.
Yeah,
I feel released.
yes,
I feel like I'm open now.
good,
Yeah.
good.
Wait, you
All
said that
right.
Right
one
below my
increases
belly
our
button.
power? Like that's the power you said?
You said,
Yeah, I mean it's for sexuality.
Oh
I thought it
yeah,
was
okay. I
creativity.
felt
I'm
that.
feeling that
2 inches below your belly
Creativity,
button, my nigga.
sexuality, sensuality, intimacy, emotional well-being,
Yeah.
self-expression.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah,
Shake,
that's
you about to
real.
go to work with your dick chakra open. Chill out, bro.
Nah, just
Right,
shy.
right.
Don't go too crazy.
My dick
Get
chakra,
into it.
my dick
Yeah.
chakra always open, nigga. What about you?
Yeah. This nigga, you
I
know
want
this
to read
nigga
this real
dying.
quick.
Get it?
This nigga
It
dying to
says,
bring his dick into the episode. But go ahead.
y'all always do. If you feel unbalanced, this is the chakra that you need to open up. It says the feelings that you'd feel if you were unbalanced in this chakra is guilt, shy, irresponsible, sexual issues, and it actually says allergy and eating disorders too. So we'll see.
Okay. I
All
like
right.
You backed up and shit.
that. You just hit the gong, nigga. You ain't got to jerk off no more.
Nah, chill.
If only that be the cure.
What up, tribe?
Ain't
Good,
shit.
everybody.
Ain't
Let's get
shit.
Yo,
Ain't shit.
Yo.
so peace, everybody. Welcome to another episode
Yeah.
of Sophisticatedly Ratchet. It's your boy Mash, aka Spew God, aka Sir Drip. Please say the drip. I fucked that
Drip,
up.
drip,
It's all
drip,
love.
drip. Yeah, it's
There we
not
go.
fucked up
There we
ever.
go. There we go.
Ever.
Thank you, ladies. I appreciate you. I want to take a second to welcome you all to Sophisticatedly Ratchet. This is our love child. We all made this. We had an orgy and we created this thing. And
It was like a human centipede.
yeah, we want to present this to you guys in its purest form. I'd like to introduce you to my castmates.
I ain't even mad at you, Flash. I like that. I ain't even mad at you.
I want to introduce my castmates first. I want to start out with the Ice Queen. She's making her return to the podcast arena. For those that don't know, my G was out
Do you
here
hear my
doing big
voice?
things. TJ, please introduce yourself to the Tribe Queen.
Mm-hmm.
What up, tribe? My name is TJ, and I'm also known as the Ice Queen to these people here because they're haters. But if you know me, you're going to love me. I'm all about duality and love and peace and light. I'm complete. What up, tribe? Follow me on IG, TJEY620.
There
Are
we
we
go.
doing
That's
solo?
a
We doing
plug.
solo shout
Hey,
outs?
why
That's
not?
what we doing.
Why not?
Oh, you got
Follow
you got a solo career now? You got a
I'm
solo
building my
career now?
brand over here. I'm building
Also,
my
please
brand
follow
over
us.
here.
bro.
Follow
Follow
us
us
on
on
Ratchet
IG
Podcast
too.
on IG.
So Ratchet Podcast on IG. We're on Twitter. Ratchet. Wait, what's our Twitter again? Let the Twitter guy talk for that.
Your Twitter guy. What's our
Shake,
Twitter?
Oh, well, yeah, I
He's
can
looking
go.
it up.
That nigga don't
On
even
that
know. It's
note-
so
on
ratchet
that
pod.
note-
It's so
on
ratchet
that
pod.
note,
Professional, everybody.
It's
I like to
It's all
introduce
ratchet
my
pod.
second
And we're
castmate,
on
my man
YouTube.
Shake the Wanderer.
So ratchet pod. Yeah, I'm the next person being introduced.
Yeah,
What
Shake
it
the
do,
Wanderer.
people? It's your boy Shake, your favorite character. Hey, I'm here.
Self-proclaimed.
Right?
She is definitely self-proclaimed, my
I'm here.
We got listeners that think otherwise.
Ready to get this episode started. Shut up.
You complete?
I'm complete, bro.
All right. Yo, I want to swing it over everybody's favorite number 3. It's my girl from the BX. She reps that section, not a zone. Queen, you wanna introduce yourself to the gang?
Hi, gang. It's your girl Mo, of course, always representing Co-op City Section 5. You know, that's where I was, BX all day, every day.
Facts,
am chill. I'm a vibe. That's what it is.
Hey, bestie.
I'm a vibe. Hi, boo. What's
good,
y'all?
Mo? Ain't shit. I'm gonna swing it over to my man Sly Boog. Boog, I can't help but notice before I intro you, got a different setup in your background. You got the comics on display, but I don't appreciate the way you disrespecting Batman. I mean, we'll talk about it offline.
Yeah,
but
I gotta get the adhesives up since I switch rooms a little bit. But yeah, we're gonna definitely do him justice and have him crying up there the way it belongs.
Intro yourself, King.
Yeah, peace and love, everybody. This Sly Boogie, the introvert, video IT guy. I also do be doing YouTube content creation. Anyway, I'm just here to have a dope time with my brothers and sisters. So let's get it.
What's your YouTube handle, bro?
Sly Boogie.
Oh, there we go. My nigga be gaming. Watch my nigga play
and
games.
then follow us on YouTube. We're Sophisticatedly Ratchet.
Big facts.
Facts. And I'm gonna swing it over to the philosophizer who be philosophizing. My
man.
State your name, gangster.
It's your boy Flash the Philosopher, aka the Whimsical Warrior. This is what I do. Okay.
AKA Street Beat, my nigga.
Whatever. I go by a lot of AKAs. Okay. If you want to follow me when I start my solo career, it is Flash _ Philosopher. Okay. Yeah, but follow your boy, and also don't forget to follow the podcast. You already know Soul Ratchet Pod on Twitter, and what we had on IG
YouTube
again?
as well.
So Ratchet Podcast on IG.
So Ratchet Podcast on IG. And we got a YouTube in case you want to see our beautiful little pretty old faces and shit.
Not little.
All right. So I mean my face little, bro. But yeah, you can follow us on YouTube as well.
And
on a serious note, we thank you all
Ratchet.
for listening right now. It goes without saying. Thank you all. Appreciate everybody tuning in.
Word.
So, yeah, let's go.
If you've been riding with us for this long, I just want you to know we love you. You know what I mean? Just shout out to the people who was at the launch party and they still religiously listen to us. Shout out to my nigga C-Roy. Shout out to the Queen of the North. Shout out to Idle Traveler. Just to drop a couple people who I know been riding with us from day one. They even like promote our podcast. So we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Thank you so much.
I have to shout out Jamela.
Yeah.
Yes,
Slim
she listens to
J,
us religiously.
Yeah, we gotta get Slim on. She gotta sing for us one day.
Yes,
I gotta shout out somebody too. I be that. That's my nigga.
Gang.
Since we started.
And I'm gonna shout out Darnay, who always
going
back and forth in the comments. Yes, Darnay. Shout you. I'm gonna shout you out, boo.
Let's go.
We appreciate y'all. Everybody who shows love, support, give us a stream, a like, a comment. We love y'all. Thank you so much. Chef Godiva, that's big sis or little sis?
Yes, big sis, but she's shorter than me.
Shout out to little big sis, Chef Godiva. We appreciate you, Queen. Yeah. She's always engaging on social media. I fucks with her. She
definitely does.
Yeah, I see her name. Yeah, she cool.
Facts.
Yeah.
So on today's episode, I want to talk to you guys about power dynamics. And you know,
I'm gonna give you your word of the day first.
Before we get started on that, we gotta get the word of the day.
My fault. See, look at Shake flexing his power on me. Go ahead, Shake. Do your thing, Pop. My fault.
You
interrupt you like Kanye West.
You know, I've been getting it every week. You know, I've been bringing you guys knowledge, been bringing you guys the new word of the day every week. This week right here, I think I've been taking it easy on y'all though. So we gonna try to toughen it up a little bit. This week right here, I'm a supercalifragilisticexpialidocious this shit today. All right, so we gonna throw this word
whole shit wrong, my nigga.
This word for the day is kerfluffle. All right, it's a little difficult. It's a little difficult to use in a sentence, but I will.
Spell that shit, please.
Let me say what kerfuffle.
I ain't helping you, my nigga. No, you go ahead and put that on the screen.
UFFLE, and it means a commotion or fuss, especially one caused by conflicting views. And I could say the party was interrupted by the kerfluffle in the other room, and it's like a commotion. People arguing. All right. So that's I've used it in a sentence.
Yes.
Good luck to you guys trying to use that today.
And
all right.
Just to make sure for people who never use kerfluffle and logically understand why, another word for that, a synonym is just bitching. I guess bitching.
You said bitching? What
I don't know, like kerfuffle, commotion.
Nah. I think it's
especially one caused by conflicting view, like someone bitching about some shit on their opinion. I don't know.
See, I feel like I want to use kerfluffle instead of like,
that's all.
You know how people used to yell like World Star? I feel like I want to yell like kerfluffle instead of like World Star and shit.
I feel like people look at you and they'll yell World Star, fuck you up.
Yo, I feel like that's a good synonym for kerfluffle. World Star.
World Star.
Kerfluffle.
Exactly.
That'll make no sense. Ain't no conflicting views with World Star.
It does.
Hell yeah. Like every time somebody screams World Star, it's a conflicting view. Nigga scream World Star, nigga.
That's basically saying it's a commotion. It's a commotion. Kerfluffle. I get it. Okay.
Do niggas still watch the World Star?
Nah, I haven't seen any fights pop off in a long time. That's notable.
I think World Star is gone, ain't it?
I believe the person that created World Star passed away. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He passed away.
I think I do remember that.
Yeah. The person
that went away with the Vine, bro. I thought that shit went out with the Vine.
To be honest, I'm glad that shit went away. There was some dumb shit going on World Star. I'm glad that shit is RIP. A lot of shenanigans that was going on World Star.
Yo, what was popping before World Star? There was another site where niggas would go to see like horrible shit.
I used to go to augerish.com, but that was like back in the days, and I'm not even sure that shit exists no more. I don't know why I used to even watch shit on Augerish, but it was very graphic shit that should not be on the internet that was on sites like that.
There was a site I used to fuck with called Rotten. Y'all remember Rotten?
Okay, yeah.
I remember Rotten.
What's Rotten?
They used to show you like dead people and like people getting decapitated and like
real
kerfuffles, my nigga. Real kerfuffles.
I don't remember Rotten.
Y'all niggas like watching like Faces of Death, bro. Like you ever watch those videos?
Yeah, I watched them.
I
like that shit.
Yo, you know who I realized was like the most ruthless people, bro? The Chechens. I don't know if y'all ever heard about the Chechens, but
Tell
like
us.
Chechens were just known to be like ruthless people, like beheading people and really like doing wild shit.
In what century? Like this is like modern day or like this is like back in the
I gotta go look that up.
I was gonna say like, nah, this like 2 years back. Like, oh shit.
Back when he used to watch that shit on Rotten and shit. Like,
Yeah.
Yo, you know what? You know, fuck me up though. I just recently found out about Genghis Khan and how that nigga was moving. Y'all know about Genghis Khan?
I mean, I know he was a conqueror.
All right, so I'm gonna educate y'all.
Like the details of his conquers is not really detailed. Like I know, like Marco Polo
Genghis
talked
Khan
about
is one of the most. Genghis Khan is one of the most successful conquerors in our history, right? And the reason why I say he's one of the most successful conquerors in our history is because his DNA exists today throughout, I want to say like 60% of the world. Like when he conquered, he fucked. So wherever he would go, he would conquer the men, kill the kids, and fuck all the women. So his DNA would be carried on. His DNA is still present today in a huge percentage of people in the world. That shit blew my mind. I was like, damn, that's how you conquer. You fuck everybody and keep your DNA rolling. I'm just saying. If you're gonna leave a claim, that's how you get it done. But on that note, power dynamics. Genghis Khan out here flex all his dick muscles and spread it throughout the world. And now
I feel like that's an articulated way to like that's like mass rape. You made it seem like, hey, just spread his DNA.
Killed all the men and fucked all the women.
Hey, that's mass rape, genocide. I can't stop to think of what the fuck. I shit. Anyway,
it's dark, though.
Yeah.
The reality behind history is dark as fuck. We don't really acknowledge like the things that have transpired in the past because we're so busy doing regular day-to-day shit. But the medieval times was real.
Even biblical stuff.
Atrocities, bro.
Even biblical stuff.
Atrocities. Yeah.
Like what? That happened? They did what? Yeah.
Like millions of people have been killed in the name of God, bro. It's like crazy.
You know, while we on the topic of sex, I just want to say, like, I think
We wasn't, nigga.
Sex.
you know,
sorry,
we kind of was a
Thank
little
you,
bit.
Boogie.
A little bit. We kind of was. We was talking about like injecting DNA into like a whole bunch of people and shit.
really was.
But
Now we-
why? I just had the random thought of like, yo, why would I kind of want to use kerfluffle as a safe word. Like, I feel like that should be a cool safe word. Kerfluffle.
That's a great
in this
safe
scenario
word.
with Genghis Khan, sure. Go ahead.
I ain't saying Genghis shit. I'm just talking about for me personally. Like, I feel like that should be
Personally.
something that I would love to hear. Like a woman should like
Like, you
kerfluffle.
wouldn't
Like,
Whoa. I gotta back up. No, facts. Yo, Tribe, yo, make your sex word kerfuffle. That's how you know.
Imagine that be the type I work. What the fuck? Okay.
I'm telling you.
Yo, let me ask you a question. Yo, how many of you guys have actually used or had the your safe word used while you were having sex? Like, I know sometimes people make up safe words for fun and shit.
Mhm.
And then have you ever had the words used and shit like while you were having sex?
For sure.
You know,
I never had to use a safe
Nah.
word.
Yeah, I don't have a safe word, but I got a safe look. Like when
Why
I
are
give
we
a
always
woman a
going off
look,
the topic?
you know,
We
like
haven't even started the episode.
relax.
We're talking about safe
No,
words.
I
no,
know,
but
you're
this
right.
is
Go ahead,
this
Clarity
is-
Queen,
this is
please
associated
enlighten
with
us.
power dynamics, right?
Okay.
Because if
Facts,
you having sex,
facts.
right, and you abusing your authority, a safe
Mhm.
word helps the person know, like, look, you got to fall back. You're
Yeah,
doing too
true.
much.
Exactly. Power
Kerfluffle.
dynamics.
I'm telling you. Yeah. Safe words are power dynamics. It's a part of power dynamics. Absolutely.
No lie, I feel like I'll have to rock with that, Flash. I might try to bite that on the low.
Nah, you
That's
have
interesting
to.
to see. I haven't ever woman say that shit. Like, that's just
I'm telling
like,
you.
okay. I feel like that's different. That's different.
When would it be appropriate for you to use kerfuffle?
As a man, never.
Yeah.
What you mean? Nigga,
Go ahead,
see
go
me? Y'all know me. I'm not really with like the butthole play. So I feel like if a chick get too close to my butthole, I'm gonna yell kerfluffle.
Got it.
For real.
I'm gonna yell that shit. The mountaintops.
I can see your pitch. I can see the pitch going up in your voice.
That's not an appropriate way to use the word.
Oh my gosh.
But
That's not
Nah, it's appropriate there. It's appropriate there. You bugging TJ. That's appropriate.
That does not mean a
Fuck
commotion
it.
or fuss, especially when caused by conflicting views. But okay.
I like
Once
kerfuffle.
again,
Yep, that's accurate.
Yeah.
That's accurate. Absolutely.
Kerfluffle is a commotion.
Definitely conflicting view right there. No
Mhm.
doubt about it.
Whatever.
All right, gang. So
Sorry.
we've already been talking about it, so I'm gonna dive further into it.
Get it.
Power dynamics. I wanted to talk to you guys about it because I was present to a conversation that a friend of mine was having. He was talking, and the way he was talking to this person on the other side of the phone, I assumed it was a woman because he didn't say anything too graphic, but the way he was talking to her, I just knew he beat already. Because he was just talking to her like nothing disrespectful.
beat meaning
just-
had sex, right?
Oh, yeah, he sliced. Yeah, he had sex with her,
Okay.
and
Act
And
like you
maybe-
know what that meant already, TJ.
it's for the trial.
I want to
It's
make
for
sure
the
that
trial clarity.
it's for the
Nah,
tribe.
I'm just
Yeah.
fucking with you.
Yeah, I appreciate that, TJ. Thank you.
That might be a New York term. You know what I'm saying?
Heck no, that should be like old school. Anyway.
Okay,
no.
let's talk
Okay,
about
I
that.
digress.
What are some words for sex that y'all know outside of beat, slice, and pipe?
Tap.
Sex.
Tap,
Love.
yeah.
I
Oh.
hit.
Make love.
People say, oh, I hit. I hit that.
Hit.
She said
Hit
love.
that-
Smash.
hit that's
Smash is
classic.
definitely
Hit that's
one.
classic.
Smash is one.
Smash.
Smash.
Smash. Hit. Oh, I hit. I hit.
Mm-hmm. Niggas
Yeah.
I
beat.
hit that.
Beat,
Slay.
smash,
Yeah,
I believe.
beat.
Yeah.
I got it.
Slay.
Slay.
Yeah, I
I
slayed.
nut.
Mhm.
I nutted off.
I ain't never
says
heard
that?
I
anybody
think
say
that's
that, my
beating
nigga.
off, bro. I think that's just beating
Word. That's
Yeah, like,
too vague.
nah, Flat. I know
Connected.
this is
Connected.
okay. Wow,
Sexually
wow.
Alright.
connected.
off.
I exploded.
Intimate.
Are you googling shit,
Uh,
TJ?
Intercourse. The fuck?
I've
Intercourse
never
is a
said
good one.
intercourse. I don't call it
I
intercourse.
want to have intercourse with you.
With
I
you.
feel like we just hit like half a dozen at least. Yeah.
No.
Relations.
Relations.
So yeah, my homeboy was talking to
We
a
have
shorty on the phone,
relation.
and when he was talking to her, I just assumed that he had beat because the way he was talking to her, he wasn't talking to her nice. Like he wasn't saying things to her like you would say to a woman if you hadn't had sex with them yet. And it made me think about like, how does that work? Like for women specifically, you know, like power dynamics in terms of a person would treat you differently once they get what they want from you. Or at least I think that the relationship changes when you make an exchange of power, right?
Mhm.
And I'm just curious about like, I want to start with that first. I want to know how you guys feel about that. Does the relationships change after you fuck?
I,
And
I
if it does, what's that look like for you?
like I'm sorry. Not that question ain't valid. I was just wondering what he said exactly to make me. I'm trying to picture that conversation so I could get a better idea what's going on.
Got you. So they were talking about when they're gonna hang out again, and he wasn't like charming about when they're gonna hang out again. It was like, yeah, when we're gonna link, and it was just simple as that. Not like, hey, I want to take you out on a date. You know, I want to know if I can spend some more time with you. Nah, it wasn't charismatic. It wasn't smooth. It was just like, yo, we're gonna link. And she responded in kind, and then they set up a date for them to go. And it just made me, after he hung up the phone, I was like, you slice, right? He was like, yeah. Okay, cool. And then that's where the spark came from. I was like, just by hearing him speak to her, I got the impression that I made an assessment of their relationship just by listening. And that's what made me want to ask everybody else is like, do you feel like there's an obvious change in your relationship dynamics once you fuck somebody?
I feel like, well, are we comparing that to that example? Because I feel like that's
No,
different. Because I feel like,
your life. Do you feel there's a difference when you
It
fuck somebody?
depends on.
Same?
like if it
It
similar
depends on
to
the
that dude,
relationship.
if I
It
wasn't
depends on the
interested in
relationship.
Shorty, that's the only
It
way I would
does.
have that type of tone with a lady like that. If I just wasn't interested in something like that, if I just didn't care. So I feel like that would be the only change in the power dynamic. Like if I had sex and I just wasn't interested no more, that would be my tone. That's the only reason why I'd be talking like that.
But you do
In my
acknowledge that you
opinion.
treat them differently.
If I wasn't interested in it, I wouldn't say I'd act like that. I think I'd have a bit more grace when I'm talking. I wouldn't be that dismissive and shit like that. At least to me. But I wouldn't say it wouldn't be impossible for me to be talking like he would.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mo?
I think if you're in a relationship with the person, no, it's not going to change because you're in a relationship with that person. But if you're talking to somebody and that was the person's ultimate objective to slice, and once they got that, then yeah, they're going to talk to you crazy because they don't care. They already got what they wanted. You understand what I'm saying? If that was their objective in a sense. But if you're in a relationship, I don't think that it should change because you have one goal in common, and that's your relationship. So that wouldn't change the dynamic of the relationship. Sex is sex. We're still in the relationship. But
Mo,
if you
have
were
you
a
ever
person
acted
who was
like
just
that
talking
in
to the
terms of
person,
that, dude?
what do you mean?
Have you ever exhibited that type of behavior, like you had sex and then you wasn't interested or whatever, and you was acting kind of that way, like nah, whatever. When we gonna link, or that type of tone. Have you ever
I think
like
back in
did
the
that in
day,
your
yeah,
head?
because there's certain people that you've talked to and that may have happened, and then you're not vibing like how you used to afterwards, and then you realize that when you're young and naive, you realize, oh, that's really what the dude wanted. Yeah, I'm just being real. So yeah,
Mhm.
I hear you.
now their behavior has changed. They're not as sweet or as eager to do this and that because they've already got what they wanted. So at that point, it's like then the light bulb goes off, like, okay, so that's what he was about at that point. That's,
Mm.
Yeah.
Uh,
mhm.
I don't know. I'm a little funny style on that because I do feel like at least for me, um, shit can change after I have sex with the woman. I feel like depending on number one how good that sex is, sometimes yeah, it's gonna warrant me maybe not being as interested because maybe I expected more sexually, or maybe it wasn't to my liking, and it's not sometimes me being dismissive. I wouldn't be maybe as outright dismissive, but I probably would have to be a little bit more vocal that hey, I'm not really feeling the situation, and sometimes yeah, sex plays a big part of that for me. I
Got
find
you.
myself knowing that if the sex ain't good, like I'm not saying there's not a lot for me to want to stay around, but number one, I don't get so deep into a relationship
Mm.
before I have sex. Like sex is one of those things that's like a rite of passage for me. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? So I'm
Wait, you
quick
say you don't
to
get deep into a relationship before you have sex?
no, I can't get that far into even thinking about a relationship unless I have sex. I don't know if I said it the right way before, but I'm just saying like
Mm.
sex has to
Right.
be somewhere along that path before I'm even
Oh
thinking
yeah.
like how deep I want to get with this lady or whatever.
Mhm.
And yeah, a lot of the times, and I'm just speaking from like experience with myself, like it
Why do
can
you think that
change.
is? Why do you think that is? Why do you need to have sex to make that connection?
It's not about needing to have sex. I just think a lot of us are sexual creatures, meaning that we value pleasure to a high
Speak for
degree.
yourself. I
said a lot of us. I ain't
No, I mean,
you.
I'm with Flash on that one. I feel like what relationship wouldn't have sex at some point? Like, I'm 100% on board with that. Who wouldn't be?
Yeah, it's like, but it's one of those things that, and people don't think like it's powerful because like that's how much we treasure it sometimes. Because some women want to hold on to it for this long, and some men just want it right away and shit. So it is powerful because we treat it as such. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I just feel like it's okay to be okay with knowing that. Yeah, sometimes you might have to dismiss people who don't fulfill that particular thing that you value that high, and it's fine whether they like it or not. But it's just how you express that. That's what's more important. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel. I'm like, why shit can change.
Well, I agree with Flash 100%. Like I can definitely be in a relationship with someone, and then I want to smash, and then when I finally get it, if it ain't that great, I probably would lose interest. I understand that. But you gotta understand this shit goes both ways, my nigga. Like,
absolutely,
she can lose, like, you know what I'm saying? The shift in power doesn't automatically happen if you don't lay down the pipe, my nigga. Let me tell you something. Because women remember bad dick, my nigga. Real shit. Even if you only as good as your last pipe, nigga. Especially if the relationship is fresh. You know what I'm saying? You ever give a woman bad dick and then can see the fucking change? Like, you can see the power.
Shout out to Laura.
Like, King.
I think women are so forgiving to men because we're used to not really having pleasure. It takes a lot, and you have to build connection for that. So, like, we give you second and third and fourth chances when we're like, oh, why the fuck did I even increase my number?
I was just about to say that. Do you give second and third chances because you don't want to increase your number?
No, because I feel like there's potential there. Like maybe
right, or
maybe he was off that day.
No, I agree.
Yeah, maybe.
No, it can be because I always say, I agree. In my opinion, sometimes in the first time that you do that with somebody, it's the excitement. You know what I mean? So the first time may not be all that because you're just so excited, like it's happening.
Second,
wait,
I didn't come yet.
Hold up. So when a nigga come fast, you give him a pass. You like, oh, he really like me.
Not to say you really like me. You may have a moment. You may have a moment that first time, but if it happens the second time, it's like, oh, this is really you do then. Because the first time, I think you don't know each other's body. No, you don't know each other's body necessarily the first time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's an excitement. What if y'all were making out on the couch forever? He was eating you out forever. We doing a whole bunch of foreplay stuff. And by the time he get in the pussy, he's like, like he just exploded.
Kerfluffle.
That is not how you use the word.
That's not how you use the word, though. But go ahead. I cannot.
You get a point, Flash.
Now you damn get a point, brother. You damn get a point for that, brother.
He does not. That does not mean.
That is a kerfluffle. That is a fist caused by a disagreement.
We here.
I know we here. That's why we need more women.
So wait,
have a ladies' night soon. No worries.
Hold on. So you take into account all of the things that lead up to sex before sex, if that were to occur.
Wait, say that again.
Not necessarily, but I know that sometimes.
All of those things like making out, foreplay.
If you came fast, it's like, okay, maybe we were doing too much, and then like that was you were so excited. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I will give you a second, third chance. Because
second, third, okay, there's a third, okay.
Sometimes, if I'm really feeling you, if we're really courting, if you're courting me, and we're developing in a relationship, I might give you a second and third chance to like get it right. I want you to learn my body. I want to learn your body. So that it can be better.
Actually, I got a question, man, because I also give like I would also be open to giving a chick a second and third chance, like also. So I'm thinking that like you wouldn't like you
feeling
like,
the person.
I would give a second, third
because
chance.
It's not like, at that moment. So the first, and I agree, because my thing is that I'm saying that the first time, yes, it's not all about the sex the first time. Because there's other entities to that person. Like you like the way the person's vibe is like, yo, damn, I'm really feeling his vibe. All right, let me play this. You know what I mean? Let me play this out. So you allow that second chance. If you're really into the person. But if you're just solely
you guys don't allow that though. Spirit God says you got to get it right once, so that's it.
See, that's my problem with that. I could like your vibe as much as I want, but when I'm thinking about like a relationship and meaning that I need parts of you that are going to.
But I'm talking about off the first time, Flash. And then would you allow her to give this if it was the first time and you love her vibe and everything? Like, you know what? Let me try this again. And because suppose the second time it's like, whoa, this is amazing.
You see, not everybody with a good vibe got to be my partner in life. Okay, you might be just a better friend than a partner. You know, so
what
yes,
I'm saying to you is, let's say that this person. What I'm saying is, let's say the first time, right, was not up to par, right? And I'm just saying, and you allowed her to give you that second time, and the second time she blowed your mind. I'm just.
So that's the thing, though. I don't think that's a real thing in terms of like, well, for at least for women.
Well, I'll tell you, women are not trying to be a freak on day one.
And
I'm
this
not
is my
sucking your dick day one. I'm not doing that day one.
Don't get it
So
twisted.
you're gonna miss out, and then that means that we're not for each other.
All right, don't get it twisted.
Right.
I don't expect you to max out and give me like the highest of your pussy potential. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is that you can't put me at like the lowest level if we're gonna start expressing ourselves physically, and you got to give me something that says like, yo, this gets better or something. But I know what whack sex is, as far as like when I'm dealing with chicks, and I understand that like off the rip that this is just not going to work. You have to be honest with yourself, especially if you're at a certain level. I've been fucking for years. I don't know about y'all, but I've been fucking for years, so I know what some good sex feel like. So, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I know when it's bad, and I know like this is not gonna work for me. And yeah, sorry, not sorry, but I do weigh that at a very high value.
I want to jump on.
I feel you.
Go ahead, man.
I want to jump on his bandwagon because I think it's different for men and women. Like power dynamics are different, right? So from a man, you know, if you come fast or you don't last in the bedroom, you know, that's a disability. But in terms of like women, if you can't take pipe, ain't no fixing that. Right. Ain't no fixing if you can't take pipe. Like if I slice the first time and you can't handle it, and I'm like, oh man, I can't even enjoy myself because I can't even like get no rhythm going. She's stopping me and pushing my stomach, and it's too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she may not be able to take your pipe. Doesn't mean she can't take pipe. She may not be able to take
my pipe is the only one that matters, Mo. My pipe is the only one that matters. My pipe. That's a fact. How well she was handling some other nigga pipe. I mean, I wish her the best in life, you know, but.
But you know what?
I mean, that situation is unique where you just can't have sex to that degree. I'm talking about like I'm talking about like not. I feel like a trash session is a trash session. I feel like I got to exclude that. I'm talking about like not like I don't know, like a 7 out of 10, for example. Like it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great, and that's what I think is worth a second.
A 7 is pretty good though, bro. That's
okay. Maybe let me say 6. You know what I mean? Like I'm thinking, it's probably not your best orgasm, something like that. I don't know.
We're talking more on the 4 side of the 5. Me personally, I'm really good at sex, so and I always say this. You know what I mean? Not to be too
Bing bong, there he goes.
Bing bong.
Yes.
Fuck your life, yo. Not to be saying I'm good at. Not to be tooting my own horn, but like if they could do a 5, if they're a 5 and better, I can make it better for myself. But I disagree with you when you say that, you know, that if she can't take pipe, that, you know, she won't be able to, because she could actually just learn. Like she actually gets used to your penis and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I've had that happen.
You have to learn her body. You have to learn the position. You have to learn the position to put her in. Yes, you have to learn that. But that's the thing. You're focused on yourself.
Are you turning her on enough for her to get wet enough for you?
Yeah,
it's a lot. It's
like it's a certain degree of getting used to. I get like I don't mind a little struggle. You know what I'm saying? So that's
we know
fine,
Ike. We know Ike. We know.
But like I said, but I get what Mash is saying though too. But I mean, yeah, but I understand some of the onus is on you too. Like you have to understand, like if I did like her and this wasn't like a real, like what they call it when breaking,
breakup,
whatever. I don't know. I forget the word, but
kerfuffle.
Like I said, I could figure it out. Like I said, because it could be her vibe too that would still make me be attracted to her, but it's got to be over a certain level as far as the sex for me to say like I still want to invest in it, even if she is struggling. So
yeah. I wanted to just chime in because I didn't get to answer the question. But Mash, can you say the question one more time for me so I know that I'm answering it correctly?
Have you ever experienced a time when the power dynamic shift after you had sex? And what was that like?
I had sex. Yeah. And what was that like for me? Okay. So it depends on the relationship. Like there's somebody that is courting me and I see potential. I feel like after we have sex, they're not disrespectful because the intention is like future, it's relationship. It's like, you know, it's commitment, right? But I have had a relationship with a guy that, in my opinion, I wasn't really that interested in him. And I kind of allowed myself to be more disrespectful to him. You know what I mean? Like I knew exactly what it was. So I would, and I shared this before, like I knew that there was no potential in it. So I would like go out on my Tinder dates or whatever. And then I would call him because I didn't want to increase my number, right? So I'm not going to fuck no random Tinder guy, even if the date was great, right? I'd go back to this idiot guy that I was just, like he was available. You know what I'm saying? So I would treat him a little disrespectful because I don't care. So, I mean, I didn't care, so, and that was like the relationship that we had, and that was okay. But is it nice? No, it's not nice.
How do you feel like you disrespected him? Like, what type of shit did you say to him?
I mean, I wasn't really trying to check for him. And I know he liked me more than I liked him. So it was just like, I mean, I think it's disrespectful to go out on a date and then just come back home and just be like, what
not
you
for
doing?
me.
Come over. Oh, okay.
You cheat me like shit anytime.
Well, when he wanted more than that. You know what I'm saying? He wanted more than that.
Is stupid.
But I wasn't trying
Jake
to see him that
mess.
way, So to me, that was disrespectful.
I was on mute the whole time. I was thinking to myself, like, yo, he's at home, like, he's getting laid. You don't care about him, so he gets to go. Right? Like you go home, don't even give a fuck. So he's just sitting there, like, okay.
I felt like that was more disrespectful because maybe that's me as a woman, right? Like I don't give a fuck about.
I feel like he's at home stress free in that situation. No doubt.
I thought when you said disrespectful, you would be like, yo, hey, what's up, fuck boy? You already know what I'm calling you for.
Oh, well, I call him fuck boy too. Like I'm always kind of just
over
him
here
because I don't care.
Fuck you think this is?
Bring your tools too, nigga.
Did he pay for your date? Like did that dude pay for your date?
Bring your tools. Oh my god.
8:00 and not a minute later.
I feel like that would be the only way that he would be losing.
Nah, I mean,
exactly.
I felt like he lost because he wanted more. You know what I mean? Like he really liked me. He always talk about it, but we just couldn't click. We couldn't click. But the sexual chemistry was good, and it was what it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I felt like that was disrespectful, but like everybody has their own version of disrespectful.
Everyone has their own thresholds. TJ, no doubt.
I mean, in his mind, I'm pretty sure he was winning. Like that nigga was getting boxed on. He had to spend no money. Like
and didn't have to do nothing, right?
He's at home chilling. He's playing Call of Duty or whatever the fuck he's doing. Like
eating cereal and shit for dinner.
He didn't know you was going on the Tinder dates either.
He did not know.
He didn't know.
Had he known that I was like going out, he would have been like,
he'd have been tight.
I feel like he'd have been upset if you would have fucked the Tinder date and then try to fuck him. I feel like that'd be the only way he's tight. But if you just had dinner with him, it's like even in that situation,
he might have been mad at that.
Yeah, if you knew you was going out on dates, y'all would have gotten to a kerfluffle. Promise you.
Yeah, that probably would have been a kerfluffle. I just think it wouldn't have been a long kerfluffle because like would have had sex.
That was actually good. That was actually the right way to use it.
That was a good. So that should be that's one for Flash.
1 point.
Well, Flash got 10. Flash got 10.
She's mad because she ain't got no point, but it's okay.
I'm gonna get a point, but I'm gonna use it correctly. You used it correctly, right?
I'm using the same
Flash
word.
got 10. He cooked that shit.
My nigga is win. All I'm saying is my nigga is winning. If he get in the box for nothing, like he didn't have to do shit. Just
so that's not disrespect.
I don't
unless he was paying for it. Unless he was paying for your date, and like that's the only way you can take it out. But if he's just chilling at home,
when niggas like that, you could even be honest. You could even told him you was coming off a date. I wouldn't even see no reason for the nigga to be upset. You not my girl. Like you only call me. You call me fuck boy. You call me over just to bring the tool. That's it.
Let me tell you, this nigga's feelings is always hurt. Y'all talk a lot of shit, but y'all feelings be hurt. Let me tell you, I was so done with him. I tried to hook him up with my friend. Y'all know my friend. She got the big booty. Y'all know her. You know who I'm talking about with the hula hoops, right? Okay. I was trying to hook him up with her. Like, yo, do you want? And he was so hurt.
Clearly, that's not his type.
I would be hurt too, though. I think.
Because if you fuck with me and then you try to fuck with her,
it's like I acted hurt, but what I really
like, why would you?
Huh? I don't know.
So you want to be hurt?
Not me. I would have said. The
only way I could be hurt is if we was living together and she did that. That would be the only way I'd be hurt. I feel like. But if it was something like, I don't know.
No, I missed what you said a minute ago.
What you said? I said if I was him, I would be hurt too, because if I'm really feeling you, right, and we doing what we doing, it's kind of at that point you're basically saying like, oh, you go talk to my friend. Like I don't care, even if I'm not hooking you up with my friend. Period. You know what I mean? Like to me, that's nasty. Like I done screwed you and did it, and I'm gonna pass you to my friend. Like that's probably how he was.
That's disrespectful, actually.
That's disrespectful.
No,
that's actually disrespectful.
That's disrespectful.
I ain't gonna hold you. I got my feelings hurt by a fuck buddy before as well.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's disrespectful, TJ.
We was having sex.
Thank you.
We was having sex.
Y'all act like y'all don't have no emotions, but
no, I got emotions.
No, I have emotions on that shit. Like, now I talk to my friend, like, oh damn.
I can't hear you.
Yo, peep game. I called Shorty and shit for another session. Yo, what up? Like, how you doing, baby? You know what I'm saying? Let's meet up. And Shorty was like, nah, my nigga, call one of your other bitches, man. I got other shit to do. You know what I'm saying? I was like, wow.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Okay, you know what? I'll holler at you later, then, bitch.
You was tight though, Shake, right? You was upset. Yeah.
It was me.
That's what I said.
Nah, that's the situation you get your feelings hurt.
We can all sit here and act like our feelings not gonna be hurt, but I don't care what nobody say. When there's sex involved, you feel some type of way. It's some kind of emotion that's gonna be there. Let's be real about the situation. Period. Like I'm not saying that you love the person, but it's emotions involved. It is emotions involved. So as a guy, if he's invested because y'all are having sex with each other or doing whatever, and then you're gonna talk about, oh yeah, let me hook you with my friend. What? That so to him that was disrespectful. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
TJ, how do you feel about yourself?
I felt really bad about myself because when you mentioned it, like why would this guy talk disrespectful to the girl that he's trying to smash? But that's because of the relationship. He didn't have any intentions with her of commitment, you know, or having like a real relationship. He wanted to keep her in that frame of this is just going to be smashed. This is just going to be something that I'm slicing on the side or whatever, you know? And so if you agree to that, you agree to it, you know? And I feel like it's disrespect, like for you to even notice, like, oh, you had to have smashed, like that really bothered me a little bit. And I had to self-reflect and say, well, when did I kind of do something like that? And I was like, let me have him ask the question again. And I have. And I don't feel good about it. And I actually don't want that. Sex is your soul. There's soul ties to it, right?
Soul ties, baby.
There's soul ties to it. If
I got a lot of soul, boo.
Yeah, and you got a lot of people connected to you out in this world, right? And so now that I think about it, you know, he was obviously connected to me and I was connected to him too, because I'm on a date with someone that I actually find potential in. I just don't want to have sex with you yet because I know how y'all niggas are. Like I could be horny as fuck on a date and I can't have sex with you because you guys are going to judge me and be like, okay, this is it. And maybe you want just that.
So you
sound
like ain't nobody judging you. That's
you
all
sound
you.
like
That's
you're very aware of the power dynamic that sex presents when
yes,
you're dating.
pussy
like when
is
you're
power.
Courting.
Pussy is
king.
It is
power.
I know that I have to hold on to my pussy, but I have to keep you intrigued enough, right? It's not just pussy. It's intellect. There's love. There's light. There's future. So if you're coming with the energy of you just want to smash and dip, you're never gonna get to me. Because that's not what I'm about, right? Like that's not what I'm trying to do. I want family, right? Had you caught me a minute ago, you know, like it would have been different. But
I mean that I don't know. I feel like that seems like it's effective, but most men smart. Like they usually talking to one or more people anyway. At least
women smart too. I'm going on multiple.
Women crazy smart, bro.
Okay.
I'm
going on multiple dates and I'm not fucking none of y'all. I'm coming back and fucking my fuck boy. Like I said, was eating cereal and playing Xbox.
Yeah, it's the fuck boy.
I'd rather hurt his feelings, you know what I'm saying? But it's also because of my number, you know, like as a woman, you don't want to have too many people, you know. Even though
you go with what you're comfortable with. You go with what you're comfortable with. You go with
this conversation to prove that the fuck
you know what it is. I know women care about their number. I get that. I've dealt with women who go hard about their number, but at the same time, I feel like if you out here giving like quality work to a woman, like I don't know. I just think like she ain't gonna be that mad about shit.
You think like, the number don't matter if you got bomb
Yeah, if it's good, okay. The number won't matter. Like she'd be like, I can count that. Like she good.
So you telling me if a woman heard about your reputation, for example, just hypothetically, if a woman
Correct.
heard about your reputation and she decided to take a shot at it, you ain't mad at her for taking a shot at that because she know the reputation should precede itself.
Right.
Copy.
That is a high bar you set for yourself, sir. I heard that.
Yeah, I set a lot of high bars for myself. Fuck that.
I heard that. I ain't even hating on you.
I think power dynamics take different forms, right? So TJ, you just made a really good point. Pussy is power, yes, but so is money, right? And I know that a lot of people exchange money
Absolutely.
for pussy.
Absolutely.
And I'm not saying it's always transactional, but I do know that money allows for opportunities. And who doesn't want opportunities? Everybody wants opportunities. But it just so happened that a couple weeks ago, Jeff Bezos, the richest nigga in America, he was on a runway carpet, right? And on this runway carpet, he bought a shorty. And his shorty was googly eyed over this dude, Leonardo DiCaprio, who's a handsome white man, he's an actor, you know. And she was fixed on this man's like pupils all the way 100%. She did not blink, and she was into him. Now, Jeff Bezos is the richest man in America, the world for the most part, but
world.
That didn't matter to her at that point. At that point, his money was irrelevant. I think she wanted Leonardo DiCaprio to drop it off.
That is perception. How do you know that she's just not intrigued by seeing Leonardo DiCaprio because you see him on TV? Doesn't mean that you're interested in him, but this is all perception that, because, you know, she got the richest man, but she googly-eyed over Leonardo. No, she's just, you know, in awe of Leonardo DiCaprio, seeing him and not sexual at all. It didn't even have to be sexual, but that's perception.
It could be that was her biggest.
Your
it could be that was her
perception. Your perception that she wasn't Google. She wasn't thinking about that. But you also just said the reason why you're not fucking anything is because you don't want your body count to go up, right? Do you think that she thought about that too? She's like, yeah, I'd fuck the shit out of this nigga, but I don't want my body count to go up in front of Jeff.
Nah, she's not thinking that. That's the correct body to have. That's exactly what she's thinking.
I think women,
or maybe she was
don't
just
only think about body count. Go ahead, Mo.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna say maybe she's just intrigued. Like,
he's a celebrity.
Now, I'm being I'm gonna speak hypothetical. Like, if I'm married, right, and I'm married now, and I see Carmelo, I'm with my husband. Oh my God, babe, that's Carmelo. I'm not. Now I'm being real. As much as I say I'm not gonna literally go and fuck Carmelo Anthony, but in front of my husband, oh my God, babe, look at Carmelo Anthony. I'm gonna go crazy.
Relax, man. You gonna act like that.
I'm niggas that would do that to Carmelo Anthony. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm gonna give you an example. I'm going to give you an example. My ex at the time, we went to see Beyonce. We were behind. We went. My friend, she worked for Beyonce's mother. We were behind the stage. I took a picture with the twins. You know, with the twins and everything. Yes, with the dances and everything. Beyonce was walking down. I grabbed his hand because I know how much, and I said, if you get us kicked the fuck out of here, you know, because he loved Beyonce. He loved me. Like, he was like, yo, and he know the same way I feel about Carmelo. Like, yo, if I see Beyonce, I'm getting, yes, good, whatever, do what you want to do, have it. You know what I mean? But I knew once he saw her, I was already but I was happy to see him in his glory, that he got to see her in person, because I already know how
bad you grabbed that nigga like, yo, if you do something to get us kicked, I was like how bad that's your first reaction.
I just looked at him like, please don't touch her, like, just, you know what I mean? But I knew he was gonna be excited to see her because we talk about it all the time. So for me, that's what I'm trying to say.
That's real, because you got to do that shit. That's real,
right? But in that instance, not to say that he would, but I'm just, you know, you don't know what you would do when you see a person that you think you would never see. You understand what I'm saying? So I just had to kind of bring him back really quick.
That you
idolize. So it could have been the same for her.
I feel you.
Right? That you idolize. This is somebody that she sees in an on-screen actor, and she's like, so, oh my God, this is Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, I'm so intrigued. Like, I'm seeing him. That don't mean
exactly.
She's just enthralled with seeing him.
Let me tell you something, yo.
Fame and all that shit, just maybe and all that or whatever.
Yo, if I'm out with my chick and I see Rihanna and Rihanna looking sexy as fuck, like, we better not get into a kerfuffle about that shit, because we supposed to fuck her together, because that's just supposed to happen. She is an attractive chick, and I'm not even a person that's like starstruck, like, oh my gosh, like, you know, it's
I feel like Rihanna's a bad example.
But that's what I'm saying.
If y'all was both in the car, y'all both get out and try to talk to her.
If it's your significant other, they know who your person is. Just like I immediately knew, oh, we gonna see. Like, when I saw her walking, I just looked at him like, all right, just don't be rubbing up on the lady now. You know what I mean? But I knew he was gonna be in his glory. We talk about, this is somebody that I know, so that he was gonna be like ecstatic over. I didn't feel any type of way about it because I already knew that. You know what I mean? The same way that he knows that if Carmelo walked down here,
Did you not feel a way because you knew it wasn't a possibility?
I didn't even think about that. I was just so happy to see him, you know, to see him giddy. You know what I mean? Because I'm not seeing like 6'3" nigga giddy over Beyonce. You know what I mean? So I'm just looking like, yo, like, you know what I mean? And I didn't really think that it was. I mean, but because it's not gonna happen. Like she's married, she's with you. You know what I mean? But just to see him in his glory, like, and this is the person that we talked about, and he knows who I talk about. So it's like,
so
that's why I don't put it past her being with Jeff Bezos and seeing Leonardo DiCaprio, because she probably really was just like, oh my God.
But society put out there, oh, you could have all the money in the world, but bitches ain't loyal. That's what they was trying to put out there with that clip of it. And that talks about our society. You know what I mean? How we see women and how we see and how we see money and how we see power, right?
Right.
So I just want to introduce a potential hypothetical, right? So back in the day, I was dealing with a chick who had a real big love for Trey Songz. She loved this nigga Trey Songz, and out of all the niggas that she could potentially love, I was threatened by Trey Songz. I was like, "You better not go
because he fuck everybody." You know what
exactly. So I'm saying,
I should too. You got to be careful with that nigga.
For Mo, you ain't got to worry about the nigga fucking Beyonce. Like she's inaccessible. Like you can see him.
She ain't right.
But if you're Trey Songz, there's a potential that if she goes to a place where he just very well may fuck your girl.
That's
so
true.
I think
I hear what you're saying.
Different depending on the accessibility to the person. You know what I mean? I'm not down with that. You know what I mean? So I want my person to be happy.
But
you know what I mean?
But not to cut you off, Mash. Not to cut you off though. But if you saw so if y'all standing together and you saw and she saw him when you guys were together, would you be upset about that? Like the way that she reacted, or no? I'm not saying
holding back her neck. I ain't gonna hurt her.
Yep.
That sounds like jealousy.
But that's what I did too. I reacted too.
Sounds like a kerfluffle to me.
Yeah, that would definitely be a kerfluffle.
Like in my song, like if that's my lady, right?
The reason why I said that is because it's not going to happen. Like you're there, so she's not going to do anything because you're standing.
You never know. It's Trey Songz. It's Trey
Songz.
If that nigga winking in front of you hard, it's going to be something.
Let me ask you a question. Is there any dude that you would give that unobtainable title and shit that you would be okay with your girl being attracted to and like, nah, she never gonna get that nigga? I feel like any nigga could fuck your girl and shit. You know what I'm saying? You
got to be okay with knowing that it's not yours in the first place. Like, it's not yours. You know what I mean? You just
no ownership, yes.
Right? You know what I mean?
Yes.
So accepting that is a big part of being in a relationship, because then you won't be you won't feel betrayed if your partner ever step out on you. I feel like that's when people get really, really fucked up and they be like, oh, that was mine. That was my girl. That's my pussy. You know what I mean? Like when you start putting labels on shit as ownership, that's your first mistake. So that's a no for me. I'm not gonna do that. But I'm telling you, I would be highly upset if my bitch went out and fucked Trey Songz. And I knew she was going to see this nigga. Like if I knew, like I couldn't prevent this. I couldn't step in and try to get ahead of this. No, it's out of my control.
Yo, let me tell you something. Yo, women be the ones giving you that fucking title of that's yours and shit, and you claim that shit. They want you to fucking claim that shit.
Niggas.
I'm just saying. This is yours. This yours. Yes, it's mine. It's mine. You know what I'm saying?
If I tell you this pussy's yours, you better believe it, because I don't use that shit like just randomly.
Right, me neither.
If I tell it to you, it's real.
Even though it's not real.
The reason why I can't approve that statement, because I know you didn't told that to another nigga before me. Like,
look, as many times as I heard that shit, look, it's hard for me to believe that. It's hard for me to believe that now.
Mine now, nah. I want rights of ownership. Give me the title to that.
Yeah.
Word, I want the deed to your pussy. Like you gotta sign me a deed.
There's a difference, though. There's a difference.
That's the marriage license.
That's different than when niggas be like, "Oh, it's mine, it's mine." You be like, "Yeah, you just saying whatever." Like, but if I tell you this is your pussy, that's way different from like you asking me and me just saying, I get.
Yeah, it's yours. Right.
Yeah, or whatever. Like,
so wait.
I'll moan or something.
But if I don't never ask
like
you
this is not your fucking pussy. Shut up.
But TJ, if I never asked you, how would I know it's my pussy then? Like, wait,
Because
you
she'll
gonna
tell you.
automatically
I
out
can
of
tell
nowhere?
you. I'm
Yes,
telling
she's
you
gonna
that
tell
this is
you.
your pussy.
Women
Fuck
won't
this
just come
pussy
out
like
and say
it's
it's your
yours.
pussy.
This is yours. That's what I say. Like, this is your pussy. Fuck it how you want it. Like, that's what I say. That's how you know it's really yours.
In my mind, if you said that to me, I'd be like, how many niggas she told this to?
Really?
You know what's wild
Well,
though? I
now
ain't even gonna hold
anybody
you.
out there, they're gonna know if it's real. I've said that to you. You know,
Bro,
not
you
I
can
don't
call
say
me.
that aggressive either. I say it
You can
really
call me a sucker because I believe that shit every time I hear
Yeah.
it. But in my mind, I'm sitting here like, look, I'm top dog right now, so this is true. This is the
Right.
truest thing I've heard.
Lie to me, Judy. Lie to me.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
That's not a
God.
lie,
Yeah,
though.
that's pretty
Whoever
much
you
it.
no,
want
but
to,
that's the
you
thing
know?
though. You got to remember though, like yo, technically it is yours, but it's just yours at
Right
the moment.
now.
Like there's
It's
that
yours
extra,
right now.
yeah.
Just at that
You know what I'm
time.
It's
saying?
yours right
So,
In this
now.
moment, in this
yeah,
moment.
you gotta
Let's be
Yep.
and you
present.
gotta yeah,
Stay
you gotta be
present.
okay
now.
with that. Yeah, because she could really mean that shit. She just not telling you the whole sentence. She like it's yours, but she whispered like for now, you know. But it's
Yeah,
yours.
exactly.
What you said, baby?
It's yours right now. Like it's
For
it's
now.
yours. Like it's your. Here you go. It's yours for the next hour.
Absolutely.
For the
And
next
I-
hour,
Look, and I
next
take
20
it.
seconds.
For the next hour.
How long you got left? 3 minutes?
Right.
All right, it's just for the next 3
Yeah.
minutes.
Exactly. Oh man,
Telling
you
you.
can't make this shit up.
Um, so I can keep talking about power dynamics, right? I got tons of more questions to go, but we at an hour so
We have
far,
burning
gang. Now,
questions?
here's the thing. We got enough to do a part 2. Now we could keep rolling this episode and it'll be an hour and some change, gang, or are we gonna do a part 2 to power dynamics?
Part two
Let's
to
just do a
power
burner
dynamics.
question. Do we have any
It's a
burner
good
questions?
intro. It's a good
Yeah,
intro
we got
too.
burner
We got the
questions.
questions and all that.
We can do a burner question or two, but yeah, let's do part 2 though. Definitely.
All
Power
right,
dynamics
let's
is a
everybody get your
vast
burner
subject.
cards out. To those who are new to Sophisticatedly Ratchet, what we do here is we ask burner questions. Okay, and
take out their number 2 pencil.
burner questions.
Welcome
are
to the
questions that we
game.
pose to you, and you can answer burner questions in one of 3 ways. It can be yes, which would be yes. It could be no, which is no, or you can use the best answer possible, which is Sophisticatedly Ratchet, and
It's not
that
the
means
best answer.
that's the best
Gang,
answer,
gang,
my
gang.
nigga. Best, you know what I mean? And it's whatever you want that answer to be. It's
Gotta be
Sophisticatedly
some
Ratchet
wild
if
shit
it
though.
ain't
Can't
yes
be
or
some
no.
regular shit.
It could be complicated, you know, but it's Sophisticatedly Ratchet no matter what, you know. So the only burner question that I want to ask you guys, and since you know we're in the realm of sex actually now in the conversation, is it acceptable for women to dominate a man sexually?
Should we define dominate just to be on the safe side?
Yeah, can we?
Yeah, just want to make sure
What do you
How
mean
do you want to
dominate?
understand that
define
word officially before I
How do
comment.
you want to define dominate?
You scared?
Yeah.
Just
just
let
want to make
go.
sure.
Just let me take the lead.
just
Let
want
me
a
take the
reminder
lead.
of the definition.
She'd be like,
Just
yo, I
let
want to
go.
dominate you.
All right.
All right, so we got. I'm going with Sophisticatedly Ratchet. Okay, cool. I can't see what you got, Boogie. What that say?
Actually,
I got yes for the ladies. I got the fellas. I think they're all Sophisticatedly Ratchet. I can't tell from Boogie though. Boogie, you could just tell
nah,
me.
I'm in the
Boogie said
same boat.
yes.
Sophisticatedly ratchet.
Boogie, I thought Boogie said yes. That's what I've heard.
All right, so
Nah, you can't read shit. It's all right.
Sophisticatedly Ratchet for the fellas. Yes to the ladies.
So it's a
Ladies,
tie. It was 3. Mm-hmm.
nah, you got 4 Sophisticatedly Ratchets. Sorry, 3. Sorry, my bad. I can't count. We got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 squares. Yeah. Nah, ladies, why you say
okay.
yes?
Okay.
Why is it acceptable?
Why is
Go
it
ahead,
acceptable? Oh, some men like to be
Mhm.
dominated. Some men like when the women take control. In certain
Initiate.
incidents, it initiates it. It makes the man feel wanted.
Facts.
So I think it is okay to dominate, you know what I mean, and be in control and kind of and like you said, it depends on how you're doing it. I'm not gonna be spanking you and slapping you and stuff like, but sensually, depending on like how you want it, how, asking them as you're in domination of them. So yeah, why it should be fine. That's my opinion.
Okay.
Yo,
TJ?
I'm in the
Yeah,
same
and I
boat.
agree with Mo. I
Wait,
think
fellas,
that
wait, fellas, chill out. Y'all gonna
No.
get y'all minute. Just give it, ladies. TJ, why you say yes?
No, I agree with Mo. I think it's okay for me to take the lead sometimes and dominate. I don't do it often, but I like to do it from time to time. I like to see how aroused I can get my partner. Yeah, I enjoy dominating at times. I think it's okay.
Yes, I agree at times. Yeah.
Do you think
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
Well, since you're by, I mean, we all know you play both sides of the game,
Because I
right?
date women
So
too.
right.
Yes, I
So
have date women.
when you're in a same-sex relationship, do you prefer to be the dominant or submissive?
Does it
It
even matter?
varies because
It
I've dated
matters.
different types of women. Yeah.
Hmm.
So I've dated women that were more masculine presenting, and they are more like I would allow them to do it, you know. But there's times that I would like dominate them too. But
Hmm.
I would say my personality is the type that I'm more of I'm a girly girl. You know what I mean? I want you to come get it. You know what I mean? So that's the energy that I give off. So usually I'm not the initiator, but I do feel like it's okay for me to step out of that and initiate from time to time and dominate from time to time, but not women. Um, I feel like because I know you're asking like because you date women, do you have them dominate you? Do you dominate them? No, I feel like it depends on because that's my energy, right? I have this like girly, like submissive, um, I don't know how to call it energy.
The
So usually
feminine,
I am the one that's dominated. Yeah, like I'm the
right?
feminine, I guess. Yeah, you can
Feminine.
call it
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
feminine, I
Like,
guess.
TJ,
Yeah.
I
You have
was
a
saying
But
like
I've
submissive
does
also
it
spirit.
matter
dated girly
because
TJ.
like
girls like myself.
if
You have the
like
submissive spirit.
like the
TJ.
women that you date, for example, it wouldn't matter whether like one is submissive or dominant, right? Like it wouldn't matter in terms of a female partner what type of like that wouldn't play into whether you like them or not because they can assume either or on their preference, right? That's why I was saying like it wouldn't like I wouldn't know if it mattered for women because it's like I don't know, y'all could have both roles,
It
or am I
does matter for
incorrect?
some. Well,
Mm-hmm.
I can't speak for all women, but some women that are masculine presenting, they like some of them they're called touch me nots.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So
I've
like
never even heard
there
that term before.
are
All right, I'm
Yeah.
done.
women. Yeah. So I'm
Touch
going to
me nuts,
educate you
okay?
guys. So there's
Yeah, but I
women
know
called touch
about
me
that.
nots. They're more masculine presenting and they don't want you touching them at all. They give you all the
Gotcha.
pleasure, right? And so
Mm-hmm.
they're the ones that dominate. So I would never really dominate them in that way. And if it yeah, so yeah,
Mm.
that's
I
how I'll
mean,
say. So there's different types.
do you TJ, do you believe that the element of dominant and submissive is always there when you have sex? You believe it's always a part of sex, or only when you make it a part of sex?
Hmm. I don't know. I feel like what characterized the act as dominant though, you know what I'm
That's what I'm
saying?
saying.
Just
For
being
me,
more
that's
aggressive, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Like
hmm
be more
yeah. I
aggressive,
think it's the
like
person.
I'm
Yeah,
initiating.
hmm
I think always. I think the person who's just more assertive or who leads is always going to be like
hmm
the more dominant or the aggressor in sex or
Mm-hmm.
whatnot. The person who
Yeah,
kind
but
of
there's
gives
times that I
ideas.
lead in but there's times that I lead
hmm
too,
All
you
right,
know,
and there are
like
Or
times,
and
you
but
it
what I'm
may not be
saying,
as
initiate, right?
often.
right, and
But
that's what I'm
you could
saying.
initiate
But
and still be
you're
the
not the
submissive,
aggressor,
though.
right?
She could initiate and still be the submissive, though. But
That's
you know what I'm saying?
fine. She
It's
can
crazy.
initiate it, but that doesn't mean that she dominates sex. It doesn't mean that she's
hmm
I feel
like a
like
dominant
like when I
person
think of
is.
dominate, I think of control, like
Mm-hmm.
face sitting, for
Right.
example. That's something that like a
hmm
woman can assume, and that's more controlling. But like
Face
throwing
sitting.
it back, for example, if I'm
hmm
fucking dog and she's just throwing it back, I don't look at that as dominating or nothing like that. That's just her throwing it back. I don't know. Like I'm thinking the full
So,
control that she
Interesting.
has.
so
You know what I
Mm-hmm.
boogie. When
mean?
you say face sitting, you mean as opposed to like, let's say she says, "Yo, motherfucker, I'm gonna come sit on your face," as opposed to you telling her, "Yo, come over here and sit on my face." I would still kind of be the dominant in that situation, wouldn't I? If
Mm-hmm.
I tell her to come sit on my
Why?
face,
Layers to that shit, bro. You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
You're
know
but
what
right.
I'm
there's
You're
layers
saying?
right.
to it. Like while I'm
See,
on your
you're right.
face,
It
I
is.
might be like
Like if I
pinching your nose,
initiate it,
making
and
sure you can't
even though
breathe.
she takes
So like
control, it's
that
like I
dominant
initiated, so
stuff.
it's not
Or
really
why
me.
or
You
why
see,
can't both? So for instance, let's say he initiates it, right?
Uh-huh.
Let's say he initiates
hmm
it and okay, doggy, right? Let's say we're doing doggy. So that's he's in
hmm
full control at that point. Not full control, you know, I'm throwing it back, whatever. But let's say now I get on top. I'm gonna dominate you when I'm on top. You understand what I'm saying?
hmm
So you're playing the two roles in that situation. So it could that's why I said it can flip even during the session in a sense.
Well,
Okay.
we already
Yeah.
know
yeah,
your knee game. We know your knee game and shit. Cause
Shut the
right.
I get
yeah,
it from my
No,
God,
mama.
Mo,
the top
If y'all
Mo,
haven't
nasty.
heard the Mother's Day episode,
Cause
go
I was
back.
gonna
She
shut
have
say
a
the
up.
clip
same.
of her mama dancing low.
Shut the
Okay,
hell
she
up.
get it from her
I was
mama.
gonna
Oh
say the
God.
same.
Mo has lessons, okay? In
Mo
archives.
look like she come into the room with knee pads on, like she like, yeah, you know, I squats.
She don't use her knees. She tells you she don't use.
I can't stand y'all.
Yo,
you can't, yeah, but you don't use your knees, baby. You gotta use your feet.
Gotta
Don't
be on
use
your
your, I don't need no knees
right,
pads.
right.
I'm not gonna be on my knees, so I don't need no knee pads. Just
so
saying.
fellas.
So
Now I'm gonna throw the question to y'all. Flash,
Yeah.
you said sophisticatedly ratchet. Why'd you say sophisticatedly ratchet, King?
I said sophisticatedly ratchet because I think that's good for some dudes. So if you ask me, like, do some dudes want to be like dominated in sex? Cool. Not Flash. Not me. I feel like I get to exude all of my toxic masculinity during sex, and a lot of that is I guess like that makes me just want to be more dominant in the bedroom, because there are certain things that I'm not going to do outside the bedroom when it comes to, you know, the women I'm dealing with. And there's more respect. There's more, you know, hand holding and caretaking her feelings and stuff like that. But yeah, in the bedroom, the women I deal with, at least, they want a nigga who is assertive in the bed. They want a nigga, like, even
I agree.
if
I'm
she,
sorry. I
yeah,
agree. I
no, I'm
agree.
serious.
I want you to be.
I feel like
even
everyone's gonna agree. Like, but like no one. I feel like
No,
no one wants no one wants a man that's assertive 100% of the time. I feel like that's
right.
Well, that's the thing though, and I feel like I got to be assertive 100% of the time. I need my woman to understand I'm gonna lead this whole dynamic in the bedroom, and even if she wanna be on some shit like I want to ride that dick, or she want to ride my face and shit. Number one, you gonna ask, bitch. You gonna be polite because I still control this shit. I'm just be honest.
So you feel like
no,
I feel like that may wear on certain women, but I feel
Flash.
teachers
I was there.
and Beyonce answers no, my nigga. Not sophisticated.
I'm too competitive. I'm too competitive. I'm sorry. I'm too competitive. But she gonna ask, and she gonna ask nice. And I may say not yet because I need to be in control.
So if you like, I'm thinking about a 3-year relationship. I don't know that'd be the case 3 years in, my nigga, with time in the relationship. You gonna let her take over?
Ain't nothing changed.
No way it's
ain't
gonna
nothing
keep
changed
like that.
Ain't nothing changed. I'm sorry.
3 years in, no change.
So Flash, she asked. So my question is, if she asks you to take control, if she asks you, yo, Flash, let me take control, right?
Who asked to take control?
You still feel like she would. No, a woman.
Exactly. Like
a woman would sit back. A woman would say, "Yo, sit back and let me do it for you. Look like let me do this for you." Like
that's such a mercy. That's like, oh, please, daddy, let me get that for you. That's not
That's how it go.
Nigga.
That's how it go, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But
that's submission. That is submission.
Well, we have to remember who we're talking to. Flash is like a dominatrix type of dominant. So when you say dominant, like that means something different to Mo and I. Like, you know, versus Flash. First of all, you know, this nigga be in the sex parties and shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So he sees it with like whipping chain. We call him Ike. You know what I mean? Like
exactly. He would slap people.
Shit he do.
Call her
bitch.
I mean?
They trying to make you sound like a sexual deviant, bro.
That's okay.
I mean, we was talking about getting earlier. My man was jumping in heavy.
But look, women like this shit. Women like this
shit.
shit, so it's fine. It's fine. Women really enjoy that shit, and I just feel like if you don't want to be in that space, then just don't fuck with me. And that's fine. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like you want to, as a woman, if you want to take on the more dominant and masculine role, then I'm not the fuck for you, or I'm not the partner for you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm fine with that, because like I said, that just means that we're not compatible sexually. And I know that the women who I'm compatible
what about
with,
marriage? Marriage is forever. You get married, and what if she wants to do it just like once? Like, are you saying that that's off the table?
No, it's not. But you got to remember though, even if she wants to do it for once, I'm still in control of that to a certain degree. And this is why I say like that's still what. I mean, you say
he's in control of giving
but
her control.
It'd be her birthday, the only time that she can literally take control. That's the only time I can imagine. Like, it's her birthday.
I'm gonna take control on her birthday, nigga. I'm gonna take control on her birthday, nigga.
But you know what's funny though? And I've had women ask me that. They're like, can they take control? Like, can she? You know, and I'm okay with.
You
like,
say no? Ew, that's so disgusting.
No. I don't.
Open. I need you open to do whatever the hell we want to do. Like, ew.
No, we do whatever we want.
My birthday.
And I don't say no.
What
I'm saying, is crazy. There are some chicks that be like, I like that shit. There probably some chicks.
So you won't say no. You'll just let her know when she can. Like,
right, correct.
Okay,
correct.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because he wants to maintain control of the sex.
I mean, there are women that just like to be 100% dominated anyway.
He don't want to give up the power. He don't want to give up the power.
Flash made it very clear when he first started his explanation that he displays his toxic masculinity during
in the bedroom.
sex.
Yeah, in the bedroom.
Right? So that's a clear indication of where he feels freest to express himself there. It don't sound like he does that on other platforms. It sounds like when he fucking, he gets to be Ike Turner and unleash all the gates of the chakra on her vagina.
I open up all 8 gates.
There you go.
Flash would not allow a woman to do Amazon sex on him. You know what I'm
Never. I could never be Amazon.
Look up Google Amazon sex. That's the thing.
I don't know what Amazon sex.
The Amazon position.
Shake. Question to you, bro. You put Sophisticatedly Ratchet. Why'd you put Sophisticatedly Ratchet, bro?
Because I said Sophisticatedly Ratchet because I didn't really understand what submissive and like whether it was always an element. You know what I'm saying? And if it is an element, you know what I'm saying? When we don't like, if I'm not really establishing that, you know, I'm in charge and shit, and you're not in charge, like, is it really there? You know what I'm saying? My who I think is the most dominant person will be the person who puts in the most work. Like that's how I would see it, like a regular sex thing. You know what I mean? Like the person that puts in the most work. So if she's on top and she's fucking me, and you know what I'm saying, she's doing her thing. With the mega knees, like she would be in charge of that situation. I feel like she is doing what she wants to do up there, but then, you know, I don't know. That's why it was Sophisticatedly Ratchet to me, because I'm not really sure. Now, as far as, you know, a woman, like, you know, controlling my shit, like, what if a woman like choked me and spit in my mouth? I'd probably be turned on by that and shit, but only to a certain degree. But only to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying? I still need to feel like I can't feel like your bitch. You know
that's exactly where I'm
not rubbing your nipples though, my nigga. Stop rubbing your nipples when you talking to us like this, bro.
I actually to a certain extent. Being vulnerable, Shake.
But I like that, Shake. No, that's why I said I
be
appreciate
vulnerable
that.
and be authentic.
Yeah. Like you said, that kind of turns me on. But I get what you're saying. Also, you don't want to be like, I'm just taking things.
I don't know.
Now you see, I've never met a chick that was brave enough to even do what Shake just talked about, like as far as choking me and wanting to spit in my mouth and shit like that, because that just means to me, oh, I got to one up you now. Now I got to bring out some new shit.
Exactly.
Oh, you want to be dominated?
That's where it goes.
This nigga Flash starts his session with a good choke out. So he's like, "Oh, you choking me back? Oh, you choking me back? I got you.
Both of y'all be asphyxiated at that point. Fucking kerfuffle.
Kerfuffle, nigga. Somebody, please.
Yeah, I'm good.
Boogie, you said Sophisticatedly Ratchet. You want to explain in detail why you said Sophisticatedly Ratchet, King?
Yeah, I was riding with Shake on that. Like, I'm down for like the nasty shit on the low, like, but I feel like there's limits to it as well. Like, I've never had a chick brave enough to like introduce strap on some shit like that. And I would hope to God never meet one. And that's what I'm thinking about. Like, I don't need no chick to get no ideas.
That's what you see as dominant. See,
I mean, that's what I think about when you say dominant. I don't need all that.
Everybody's view is different.
Different perspectives.
Our interpretation,
different perspectives.
That's dominating, my nigga. Like we was talking about like lesbian love earlier.
That's
so
a kerfluffle. That is a kerfluffle.
That's a kerfuffle.
Yes, that's a
kerfluffle.
Absolutely.
I like my nasty shit, but not that nasty. That's a little.
Yo,
exactly. Anyway, I'm
confused on what it is.
Mash, Mash said SR. Go ahead, man.
I said Sophisticatedly Ratchet because I feel like we all have the capacity to have masculine and feminine energy, men and women. We can both. We can be both.
I agree.
And since we can be both, my concept of dominate doesn't just relate to control, because I feel like a woman can dominate you mentally. Like she don't have to be the aggressor sexually. She can be like giving you directions, and she's dominating you by telling you what she wants you to do. It's not the fact that she got to be, Tarzan and fucking Amazon pounding you and shit. Nah, she's just telling you how she want to get fucked, and that can be a domination.
You're the one that's fucking, so I still think that you still have that control. Like, I'm sorry.
You're the one performing the action. You're performing the action, right? So if I give you a directive, right, and I say, yo, move these boxes from this room to this room, I'm giving you direction. That's
a different directive. My dick is inside her pussy. It's not. I don't know. It's different.
I hear what Mash is saying. Bro, even though he's doing the action, she's still giving the order of him how to do it.
I mean, you gotta understand
controlling the directions, but in terms of me having the action, I'm controlling that. I'm still controlling the whole
No, power dynamics is an illusion, my nigga. It's an illusion because at any point in time, she could take away the pussy from you. She's in fucking charge, my nigga. At the end of the day, and it's because, like, and I say it as take away the pussy. Let's say she decides she don't want to fuck no more. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? She's in control.
Nah, bro, that don't mean that she in control, bro.
Yeah, like we
got
think
we
in
control.
That's
that works both ways because I could be done.
Yeah,
too.
I mean,
you got to be done.
Anything
non-consensual is rape. We established this a couple episodes ago. Anything,
but most of the time, women are in control of the whole sex. Women are in control of sex. To be,
I disagree with
that, my nigga.
I think so.
Tell me why you think that.
Because I'm always gonna.
Why do you think so?
I'm always gonna want to have sex. You understand what I'm saying? And she controls her vagina, nigga. She controls.
You make it seem like she don't want to have sex though, my nigga. Like she gonna want to have sex at a certain point, regardless whether she holds it or not. I always want to have sex, nigga, but she controls the vagina.
Shake,
I ain't gonna say always. I ain't gonna say always. But
okay, all right, there we go.
Most of the time, and she controls the vagina that I would like to fuck, and it's her choice to give it to me. So she has the power to give it to me. Although I have the power during sex, and I control the shit during sex. She can take that power back at any point.
I think your concept of control and power is different from my concept of control and power. When I think of control, I think directive, right? I think that can be an essential kind of way because I can control you verbally. I don't have to control you with just my dick. I can tell you how I want you to fuck me versus fucking you the way I want you to fuck me. It's different. And I think that it's interchangeable between people. So I think it's acceptable for women to dominate me. And I don't mean like she got to be the aggressor. But I want her to be the one to engage sometimes. I want her to be the one to initiate and give me the directive on how to make her feel better with this experience that we having together. But I think it's interchangeable. It depends on the relationship and it depends on how masculine a man is and how feminine a man could be, because it works both ways, how masculine a woman could be and how feminine a woman could be because femininity and masculinity exist in both of us, so
I agree.
I think that, this is real shit because I feel like domination is not just aggressive acts of sex.
Correct. No, I agree. You're making sense.
That's what I'm always thinking about. Like domination involves submission.
And what I'm learning is we all have a different perception and interpretation of what that means to each and every one of us. Like for Flash, it's like, it's the dominatrix sex, dominatrix guy.
No, I'm just assertive. I'm just assertive.
I get it, man. I get that.
Mentally,
I see you.
And verbally and guidance. So I get that.
Thank you, Queen.
Yeah, that nigga gonna have a bitch fucking tied to the fucking radiator.
I was thinking that like his bitch is tied up immobile, like they just
SOS and shit. I got you.
Like these bitches ain't going nowhere.
I'm not that bad. I am not that bad.
For you, we know. Hey, he talking about he just got a new house, so he got the dungeon set up and shit already.
Chains on the walls, all that shit.
50 Shades of Philosopher. It could be different. But on that note, I want to wrap up this episode. I want to thank you all for listening to our beautiful podcast that we got here. TJ, you want to send us home? Wait, I'm so sorry. Before we wrap this up, Boogie, you got the count? I mean, I Flash abused.
Why y'all even gonna count?
Flash
won this by a landslide.
Kerfluffle. You dominated.
Okay, Flash.
Right.
You dominated the way you wanted to.
That's how
you do. Domination.
All right.
Good job. TJ,
kerfluffle in the belly.
Oh, facts. Thank you for listening to our podcast. If you're not a member,
get your life.
You're welcome. Yeah, get your life.
Subscribe.
You are a part of the tribe. Follow us, share us with a friend. That's the best way to show your love is to share us with a friend so that we're in the ears of as many people as possible. Follow us, share us, like us, comment. We're on IG at So Ratchet Podcast. We're on Twitter at So Ratchet Pod, and we're on Sophisticatedly Ratchet on YouTube, where you can see us live now. We have live videos. What else? Yeah, that's it. We're on every platform you hear a podcast from. So make us your favorite so that every Wednesday you hear us. All right.
Yo,
Absolutely.
as a tribe member, it's your duty to share it to at least one friend, even if they don't like it.
Facts.
Share
Yo, don't
it.
be
Share
giving
it
my,
to
don't be
one
giving my
friend.
niggas duties, my niggas chill. But anyway,
Directives. I'm out here
Josh.
being assertive out here with the
Being
tribe.
direct,
Yes,
being
right.
assertive.
Dominate
Yeah,
that
man.
shit. Let them
Dominate.
have
Yeah.
power,
The
King.
fuck out of this.
Yes.
Yo, share our
Listen
shit
to
before I
us.
kerfluff for y'all. Come on.
Thank
Yeah,
you
y'all
guys.
know
We
y'all
appreciate
duties,
the
y'all
love
get
and
to it now.
support.
It's all love. Appreciate y'all too.
Peace.
Shouts to the
Definitely.
girl.
Peace.
Peace.